In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Aetherdrift, and we don't know much yet, but I'm going to go ahead and break down exactly what we can expect. So let's take a look at Aetherdrift, what we know so far in today's video. Alright everybody, thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys taking the time to watch these videos. Be sure to hit the like button if you do enjoy them, and click that subscribe button if you're not subscribed to the channel. And of course, if you want to be notified when new videos are posted with breaking Magic the Gathering news, you can click the bell icon to be notified automatically there as well. Now, it's been a couple days since I made a video. I was out of town for a while, so I did post some flashback videos, some cool openings and stuff we had. But while I was away, a lot of content started to come out, so I'm looking forward to going over in the next couple of days and kind of breaking this down. But Aetherdrift, definitely one of the biggest things on the radar. I think this comes out in February of next year, and it's the first, main non-expansion, main standard set of the year. And it's definitely one that I think people have some mixed feelings on so far, but I'm pretty excited about it. And generally speaking, I always get excited when new cards come out because more opportunities to build stuff, new things to look forward to, and they've actually kind of spaced out this spoiler season a little bit. We're not really going to talk about any cards today specifically, I don't think, unless there's maybe one that was revealed. We're more so going to just talk about like the overall layout of the set, what we're going to be looking for, and kind of set the stage for what it's going to look like when spoiler season does begin next month. So you got some time. Still enjoying Foundations, but I thought it'd be good to kind of put this out there. So Aetherdrift takes place across a couple of planes, and it is definitely a set that we have kind of been aware of for a little bit, and one of the most interesting things about it is that there is going to be a Planeswalker equipment in the set, which is the first of its kind. We don't know much about it yet, other than the fact that it is a Planeswalker equipment, so what that looks like and how that will functionally work, yet to be determined. However, we do know Chandra is going to be in the set, a new Chandra, and it is going to be very vehicle-heavy, it seems. This could go one of two ways. I assume there will be a lot of vehicle cards in the set with the crew mechanic, but then perhaps they'll also put some stuff in there that, quote-unquote pilots that allow you to maybe make better use of vehicles. Historically speaking, I think a lot of the vehicle cards that we've seen in Magic are either really strong, like almost to a broken extent, or just really bad because that mechanic can be kind of limiting, especially when it comes to Standard. So I'm interested to see if they maybe utilize this set, if it is going to be vehicle-heavy, to make that mechanic a little bit more playable. But right now we don't know, right? So that's kind of, a little bit down the road. So the story reveals for this will begin on January 13th, 2025, almost a month exactly. And then, of course, these spoilers will be beginning shortly after that. And it looks like we've got just the Aetherdrift, we've got the Commander, and we've got special guests, which is great. No special other category you need to worry about, so pretty straightforward here. You're either going to get stuff from the main set, stuff that's part of the Commander decks, or special guests, which there's some potential for some pretty cool special guests here, I think, as we get down to it. Now, the prices are here. There is MSRP, which is awesome, right? We know that's back. I think this is probably going to be one of the first sets where that's all clearly outlined. The play boosters at $5.50, collector boosters at $25. I love seeing the MSRP for Commander decks at $45. That should be something that will hopefully help people get decks at a better rate. And then we've got the bundles at $54, and then the Finish Line bundle at $80, which we will touch on. It's very similar to the Duskmourn bundle or the Phyrexia Complete Edition, so that's sort of what that type of thing is. But we'll get to it shortly here. Some key dates to know in terms of this and when it will all be starting. The previews begin January 21st, so the story will sort of be out for that first week. There will probably be a couple of cards teased in the story articles. Then we have, all the spoilers and previews. Image gallery will go up on January 31st. Pre-releases will start on the 7th. And then, of course, it actually will be releasing on February 14th, which is Valentine's Day. So there's a perfect, there we go. You got something romantic to do, I suppose. Although I don't know how your significant other may feel about that if they don't play Magic the Gathering. But it's definitely going to be an exciting time in terms of the set breakdown. So, yeah, just kind of where we are at. So that's kind of the plan. Now, moving forward, obviously you can pre-order it elsewhere. There is definitely going to be a heavy focus on Chandra here, and I do like a lot of the artwork. Chandra, definitely one of the most popular Planeswalkers, probably the best red Planeswalker overall in terms of card quantity. I know some people were complaining because there's a lot of Chandras already, but whether we like it or not, they're going to continuously go back to some of their more popular, proven characters, so it is what it is, and hopefully it'll be pretty good, because I don't know how many Chandras are going to be left in Standard by the time rotation actually occurs that will be, really strong going forward. I think the Innistrad Crimson Vow one has already circled out. And of course, I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but you could you could use its ability to add up mana and deal 1 damage to something. It also had Impulse Draw and a pretty good ultimate effect, even though not often able to get there, but Chandra's going to be this here. So we've got play boosters, pretty straightforward stuff here. I think the play booster experience has been fine for most people for drafting. Some people don't like it from a ripping perspective because the odds of hitting some better cards are a little bit lower than they were in set boosters. I'm just happy that it's a lot less confusing. I still think if you are going to be ripping packs, you're better off going with collector boosters. I know they cost a little bit more, but you're pretty much, if you think of it this way, if you spend you buy 5 play boosters for $25 or 1 collector booster for $25, there's a good likelihood that you're probably going to be looking at around the same amount of value, but the ceiling is higher on the collector boosters. That can change, of course, in sets where there's a lot of really good rares. If they had like a land cycle that was good, it's obviously not all inclusive, but that's sort of the general consensus with how that goes. And so for me personally, I think play boosters are really good for drafting and limited and stuff, and the occasional let's get a pack here and there. But I think the collector boosters are generally a better value. Especially if you can get them around 20. Sometimes some places near me have them at that price, so it's not bad. But everybody's area is different. Obviously, you're going to get people that are going to mark them up. I understand that. It's not a be-all, end-all type thing here. So for the collector boosters, which I just think the design is awesome, each one comes with... So the collector booster box has 12 collector boosters and a first place foil box topper. So we are getting box toppers for a set, which is cool. It's been a little while since we've gotten one. No idea what they are at this point. And there is also something called a headliner card. No images yet on that as far as I can tell, but it's in less than 1% of boosters. So that's going to be the chase, I guess, in this set. We'll probably find out more details next month when they actually get that going. Now, we're only getting 2 commander decks with this set. It is the Living Energy commander deck, which is green, blue, red, and the Eternal Might, which is white, blue, black. So only 2, which is probably kind of cool. Like, it is, I kind of like 4 if you play in a pot of 4 and everybody can get a deck and build one if they want to, but, too many things can oversaturate the product, make it too much to collect, so 2 is fine. I'm sure they'll probably rotate in and out of certain sets having 4. I think Final Fantasy is already confirmed to have 4. I don't know exactly what that'll look like, but these seem cool, and just to be aware of what the commander decks are. We've got a bundle, which has some cool artwork here, just nothing new about this. And then we do have the Finish Line bundle as well. So this is going to be similar to the Duskmourn Nightmare bundle. It will have 6 play boosters, 2 collector boosters, 3 Finish Line bundle promo cards. So I'm going to guess that those are probably somewhat similar to the, what is it, the horror movie poster frames we got out of Duskmourn. It says each is a traditional foil extended art card with new artwork. I mean, it's hard to say exactly what those will look like. We'll have to see. And then it looks like the Finish Line bundle also comes with a box topper, which is interesting. And I'm assuming those will be the same box toppers that we get in the collector booster. So that's not bad. A little extra incentive, I think. And I don't think the play booster... play boosters will include a box topper as well. So it'll be interesting to see what those box toppers actually look like because they're going to be available for everything. So... will the box toppers be pullable also in collector boosters like they've done in the past? Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. Pre-release pack, pretty cool design, concept art there. Different colored dice is always a nice little thing. But basically the general consensus of this year is the Finish Line bundle is probably going to be a pretty hyped product. I know the Duskmourn Nightmare bundle was pretty hyped and it was relatively well received. And then, you've got people who like the regular bundle. I find the price on the regular bundle to be a little bit not worth it if you're paying what they expect MSRP. It's $54, right? So your 9 boosters at $54. The majority of the other stuff that you do get in here is not, in my opinion, worth the extra money more often than not. Like, if you're a new player, I could see the appeal, but if you already have basic lands and reference cards and all that stuff, the storage box is solid, but I think you're better off going elsewhere with your money. That's just me, though. And then we've got the commander decks and, of course, the collector boosters and the play boosters. So this is just basically what we know so far. Obviously, I will make a follow-up video, as always, when we have more information, more details. But otherwise, guys, enjoy the video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this set so far, just based on the very limited information that we have. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.